and I have my January favorites for you. I feel like this whole month has been all about favorites. But honestly, these are favorites from December and, yeah, I would say December and January because I didn't really do favorites in December. I don't have a ton of makeup-y sort of things, but I have a few random things. So let's just go ahead and get started. First off, I want to talk about, and I did talk about this in my yearly favorites, but I just really want to give this another mention because I'm enjoying it that much. This is the Amazing Cosmetics Line Smoother and Primer. And this is what the product looks like. I know I've shown you this before. It has little roller balls and then a hole in the middle that you squish. It's a technical term, scoosh the product up through. And I put it right underneath my eyes, and I like how any concealer, for the most part, looks better over this than on its own. It's, you know, I don't think it's a must-have, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a you have to have this kind of product, but man, I don't ever want to be without it. I really have enjoyed it. So I just wanted to give that yet another mention because as I said, I did mention it in my yearly favorites. So for those of you that have seen my recent foundation kind of rework video, if you haven't, I'll list that below. One of the foundations I had put in the maybe category, I filmed that video in late December. I think it was the weekend between Christmas and New Year. And I pulled these Dior Star out and I have not stopped using them since. I don't know if you remember, I can't remember if you could see the line in there or not, but so this is where we're at. I used 2 pumps of each because they're teeny tiny pumps. This is the 10 and the 20, and I just have re-fallen in love with that foundation, like, and then some. So I haven't even touched any of the other maybes. So the follow-up video, while it will come, it may not be until March because I'm kind of in a groove here with those. All right, speaking of face products, I have this cut because I'm getting down into the bottom of this. I don't know that I've ever heard anybody talk about this. And I want to say that Norma is the one that sent this to me, if I remember correctly, originally. And this is the Bioderma Nourishing Cream. So I'm going to kind of lined it up there for you. I could not find this. I have a haul that at some point is going up. I don't know if you've seen this or not, where I purchased another one of these. And I couldn't find this on Beautylicious websites, but I did find it on Amazon. And I think it was $15 for 40 ml. When in December and January, I've said this before, particularly in Wisconsin, and I know other parts of the world, it gets so dry, just beyond dry. And there's no moisturizer that I've ever used that's been able to conquer the dryness, except for CeraVe. I've talked about that before in the tub, and I really like that, but I hate to have to buy the tub and then I only use it for a few months and then it sits there forever because I don't need it again until the next January. You know what I'm saying? So this is perfect. This is some serious thick business. You can still feel how moisturized your skin is the next morning. And like when I wash my face in the shower in the morning, I can feel that I'm kind of washing that protection off. Not in a bad way, but I really like this. So if you are dealing with some of that, give this a shot. I'm just beyond thrilled with that. All right, one brush that I wanted to mention, I just pulled this out of my collection. I kind of had it sitting around, and I think that David sent this to me for Christmas, either last or the year before. And it's the Bobbi Brown Face Blender. So this is a little short version of it. I'll link the full-size version below for you because I couldn't find this one. But this is just lovely. Particularly in that By Terry Sun Design palette where it's kind of tricky to get, you know, if you're just wanting to get in one spot, this works perfectly for that. And it just has such a nice blend. I'm amazed at how much I like this. So really liking that. I have one blush. You see how I don't have a whole list of favorites. I don't have like 4 blushes. One blush that I really kept going back to, and that's because I was reminded of it with the new release of this. So this is Too Faced Papa Don't Peach, the original, in the original kind of very retro-y sort of packaging. And I have to tell you this, so I apologize because when I had the chance, I took pictures of this next to the new one and I put it on Snapchat and I forgot to screenshot it for myself. Right on top of things. But I have to tell you, this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. When I swatched this. So like as far as how it feels, when I swatched it next to the other one, this felt a ton more smooth still, and I've had this for years, next to the other one. And the shades were a little bit different. If I remember correctly, the newer one has a little more pink in it, where this one is just a tad more peach, if I remember correctly. So really liking that. I was kind of grateful to Too Faced for bringing that out, because I was reminded to go back into my collection and play with that. I have one palette that I really have been going back and forth, or back to and back to and back to, and that's the Viseart, and this is the Theory 2 Minx 2, or Theory Minx 2, whatever. It's this one. And just, I'm wearing this on my eyes today. Just stunning. I will do a get ready with me with this palette. I've had lots of requests for that. I'm going to try to give you some swatches here. So these are the three shimmeries. No, these are the three shimmeries, and that's one of the mattes. There they are. And then let me just get you the other two mattes. These just blend so well. I didn't love the, I know, I'm like the only one. I didn't love the all matte palette, the very first one that came out that everybody was raving about, and actually passed that along to a friend. But this one I really, really like. So tempted to get some of the other ones, but big fan of that. Before I get on to probably my biggest love of the last few months, I want to just talk about a fragrance, and this is Miss Dior. And I talked about, I think I had a sample of this in something, how I really, really liked it. And Mary Joy, one of my YouTube friends, or friends that I've made through YouTube, I should say, she sent me this for Christmas, and I have been wearing it ever since. It came a little bit after Christmas, but all month long, I just love this. It doesn't last, I don't smell it still maybe at the end of the day, so it probably lasts maybe 6 hours or so, something like that, but I just love this. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. It's funny, I'm sitting kind of awkwardly because of this is in my lap. We'll get to that in just a minute. But if you think I've been sitting awkwardly this whole video, that's probably why. Okay, I have just fallen in love with, or fallen in love with for the first time, I'm not really sure. So I used to wear lashes, but lashes. And you guys probably have noticed that. I've been wearing them in my videos and that sort of thing. So the ones that I'm wearing today are just the Ardell Demi Wispies. The ones that come in like this sort of packaging. And I mean, there was obviously a little thing at the top of it, but I throw that away. And so I've been loving those, and I've also been really liking these. These look really natural. These are by Inky Minky, and these are the ones in White Lies. I just cut off a little bit on the ends because they're a little bit long for me, and then I stick them back in there when I'm when I'm not using them. But so I really have been enjoying those. I've been enjoying these are the Lash Lorette ones, I think. Yeah, from Mosquito. Those are Lash Lorette ones. And then again, I showed these in a haul, so I apologize if you've already seen me talk about this, but I damaged the ones that I had from Lash Name, or the ones in Lash Name Desire from Mosquito, because I wasn't paying attention, and when I was picking off the glue. Anyway, really like these. I will say that for the most part, I tend to like the ones that are, shorter on the inside and, kind of wing out or whatever on the outside. I tend to prefer that kind, or that sort of shape, but I've liked other shapes as well. And like I said, these White Lies I really like. Give a quick mention again to this Tink Sky or Tink Ski, or I don't know. Bought this on Amazon, heard about this from Lisa SC09, and this is just a great lash applicator tool. You can put the lash in there and hold it, put the glue on it, and then right down there. And as far as glue, this is the glue that Mosquito sent this to me, and I was like, whatever, it's glue. I really have always liked the Revlon one, but the Revlon one can get a little gunky at the top, and that's kind of frustrating. So this one is the same kind of applicator, so it's a little bit of a brush. Now, it's an actual brush. It's not a little bit of a brush. And it's called the Mosquito Companion Long Lasting Bond. I think it's latex free. I can't remember. But not that that matters to me, I just thought I would mention it to you guys. But this, you can use just the thinnest little line of it, and it stays all day long. I've never had any of them lift on me unless it was a bad placement on my part. And it does pick off very easily if you're paying attention. So anyway, big fan of lashes, and those are the lash products I have been digging. Here's a random for you. blanket scarves. So I got a blanket scarf in my FabFitFun box, and it was the one that looked like this. And it's from ModCloth, and it's just a black and white, and I really have loved this. And then the other one was Whitney sent this to me as Christmas gift, and it's in just this beautiful black, I think it's called the Black Watch plaid or something like that. It's very similar to that plaid, which is one of my favorites. I mean, plaid is my favorite color, let's be real. I just love this. It looks very, very pretty with my blue eyes. So I can remember seeing people talk about blanket scarves and I'd be like, yeah, whatever. It's like a huge scarf. Okay, big deal. But you guys, these really are very warm. And so when I wear, I don't generally wear it just to wear it. I'm wearing it with a coat or that sort of thing. And when it dropped below 0 and stayed there for a couple of weeks, I swore by these. I would just, you know, I fold it in half and would put it, I don't know if I can actually show you this, but you know, I would kind of take the halves like this, go up like that, and that's a good look for me with no hair. And then wear under my coat. On some of my coats, I would wear it under my coat, especially I have kind of like this puffy one that I would wear it under. Or I have a couple of ones that have like a more of a mandarin collar coat, and I would wear it over on the outside of that. And just, they are so warm. I mean, not only are they cute and pretty, but so warm. So if you have one or somebody gave you one and you were like, whatever with that, try it. Just saying. All right. And lastly, and quite randomly, is this little thing right here. I'm going to show you it with the products that I have in it currently. And so I have to look it up because I want to make sure that I got it right. It's Sequins and Lipstick is who makes this little contraption here. This was a Christmas gift to me from Tikaa, my friend Tikaa. You guys have heard me talk about her, Totally Tikaa. I will list her below. I know lots of you have found her and followed her. She does have a YouTube channel, although she is not currently uploading videos. I'm getting all the things out of here that I had in here. Couple of bobby pins, my foot cream, my hand cream, and I put a picture on Snapchat, and I'll stick it in here so that you can see it as well, of the things, you know, kind of that I was holding. I really like this. I find it to be relatively genius. Oh, I had to look up the name. It's right there. Seriously. So it's a nice, really thick, hard acrylic square box, and then you can order different inserts. This little piece of paper comes out. There you go. And it's laminated, so it's, you know, goes in and out very easily. But so Tikaa had my initials put in there, or monogrammed, that's the actual word. And I just love this. I'm very much everything in its, you know, everything has a place and everything in its place. And on my nightstand, and this is great. I can see this having so many uses all over the place. Maybe you have a, you know, a few vitamins or supplements or whatever that you take in the morning that you want to keep kind of all in one area. You could use that for this. I just could see so many uses for this. So I wanted to give them a little bit of a shout out. Again, it's Sequins and Lipstick. And I'll put their Instagram. They have a website as well. I think they sell on Etsy, if I remember correctly. So I'll find whatever I can and list below. They don't know who I am. They don't know that I'm doing this. I just thought it was really neat. And like I said, I feel like I could use about 40 more of those. So that is everything that I have for you guys. I hope that you're having a great day and that you enjoyed this. Here's to a beautiful February. Maybe the sun will come out at some point. I don't know. I keep hoping. All right. I hope you're having a great day. And in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.